Welcome back. I wanted to go over some questions that were asked for your arcs and central angles assignment. Number 13, these little arcs here, they tell us that the arcs are going to be congruent to each other. So whatever value it is, I don't know what it is, I'm going to just make up some value x, which means this guy here has to also be x. And going around our entire circle, we know that all of this has to add to be 360. This guy here is also 52. So I'm going to add 52 plus x, and altogether that equals 360. So I'm just solving for my value of x, subtracting 52 from both sides. And I get 2x is equal to 308. X is equal to 154. So the value it's asking for is the measure of arc QS. Oops. The measure of arc QS, which is 154. Number 14. It looks kind of confusing. Before I start with what it's asking me for, before I even start looking at that guy, let's figure out what my x's and y's are. Well, I know that DG, because it tells you if it's a diameter, if it looks like a diameter, it is. It's not trying to fool you. So we know that all that on this side over here is going to be equal to 180 degrees. So I'm going to add 2x plus 90 plus x is equal to 180. Subtracting 90 from both sides, I'm going to get 3x is equal to 90, which means x is equal to 30. So if x equals 30, I know that this guy right here is going to be 30 degrees, and the measure of arc DE is 2 times 30, which is going to give me 60. My question is asking for the value of the measure of arc DH, this guy. I do notice that my DG and my EH diameters, I can look at my vertical angles here. So if I can figure out what the measure of arc EG is, that's to be the same thing as DH. Well, the measure of arc EG is going to be 90 plus 30, which is 120. So the measure of arc DH is going to be equal to 120. Number 16. Again, we have to remember that our central angle is the exact same measurement as the arc that it makes. So those two guys are the exact same. Here I'm going to have this guy be 5x. Well, I know this is a diameter, so these two together have to add to be 180. I'm going to have 7x minus 12 plus 5x together equals 180 degrees. So I'm going to combine 7x and 5x, which is 12x, and I'm going to add 12 to both sides. 12x is equal to 192 dividing by 12, so x is equal to 16. And the last one. For 18, I have to draw out a picture. Just sketch this out where I have a diameter, they're saying AC, and another diameter of BD. Of my circle E. I know the measure of arc ACD, so going here, ACD all the way here has a measure of 316. Well, if all together it equals 360, that means my little arc of AD is going to be 360 minus 316, which is 44. If that guy's 44, vertical angle tells us this guy is 44. And because your AC is a diameter, I can do 180 minus 44, and that leaves me with 136. And over here is also going to be 136. Again, the arcs are the exact same as the central angles. So CD has a measure of 136, arc BC has a measure of 44, and so on. My question is asking to find the value of arc BCA. BCA is this guy right here. BCA, you have to go in that order, starting from B, going through C, ending at A. So it's everything except my 136. So I'm going to take 360, and I'm going to subtract 136, which leaves me with the measure of 224. All right, so I hope that was helpful. If you have any other questions, feel free to text me. Thanks, guys.